Dear friends, the fourth Monday of Advent invites us to reflect on Mary's go-to person. Today's gospel is so familiar to us that we sometimes lose sight of or forget just how strange, unfamiliar, and unexpected that experience was for Mary. And it's the strangeness, unfamiliarity, and unexpectedness of what happened that causes Mary to set out with haste to a Judean town in the hill country. As soon as Gabriel makes his announcement and departs, so does Mary with haste. She wastes no time. She hits the road and heads for the hills, as they say. Maybe she is excited and wants to share this good news. Maybe she wants to celebrate what is happening in her. Or maybe she is afraid and needs a friendly face. Maybe she is overwhelmed and needs someone to talk with. Maybe she doesn't know what to do next and is looking for some guidance. Maybe she wants helping in figuring out how to tell and deal with Joseph and her mom and dad. Maybe she just wants to get away for a little while and try to make sense of what has happened. Maybe she wants to talk with someone who will understand her. But Mary doesn't go to Anna, her mother, or to Joseph, her fiancé, or to the local clergy, or to any other friends. Elizabeth is Mary's go-to person. Elizabeth, her older cousin, who is getting on in years, who was said to be barren, and who is now 6 months pregnant, just as Gabriel had said would happen. Maybe it's any one of those things, all of them, or 1,000 other things that caused Mary to leave with haste. Haven't there been times in our life when we set out in haste looking for something or someone familiar to stand with us in the midst of the unexpected and unfamiliar things? Who has been our Elizabeth? When have you been an Elizabeth for another? Throughout our lives, we find ourselves in circumstances or situations that are strange, new, and incomprehensible. The trip to Elizabeth's house is not a simple walk across the street or around the block. Our sacred tradition says that Zechariah and Elizabeth lived in En-Karim, a town just outside of Jerusalem and about 80 miles from Mary's home in Nazareth. 80 miles. That's about 30 hours of walking. Mary was surely looking for something in particular from Elizabeth. Isn't that what we needed from our go-to person? From our Elizabeth? The hospitality Elizabeth offered Mary was more than an open door, a warm welcome, and a place to stay. It was an affirmation of Mary's life. It was a prayer commending Mary to God. It was a blessing that gave Mary back to herself. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. Her words of affirmation, commendation, and blessing will remain with Mary the rest of her life as Jesus. They will echo in the silence as Mary ponders and treasures the words of the shepherds at Jesus' birth. They will ring in her ears when Simeon declares that a sword will pierce her own soul, her own heart. They will call her back to herself when her 12-year-old son runs away to be in his father's house. They will hold her broken heart at the cross, and they will sing with joy at the empty tomb. Imitate Elizabeth to joyfully welcome the people in pain. Who is your go-to person at any time? Have you ever been a go-to person for anyone? Be an Elizabeth in someone's life. Amen.